The chat system. Hello, anyone there? Nice, everyone gets the message. This one consists of general chat, team chats, private chats. And that's only the basics. These are included. However, you can also expand it for party chats, guilds, or whatever kind of system you would like. In this example, we only show the general, team, and the private chat. And we also have this link to a command manager. And this command manager, we are executing a whisper to a specific client, and that's the one in the lower right corner. And the system also has some autocomplete suggestions. So now I'm typing a name of another person. I can click on it and can type a private message back to that person. And what you notice, we also have the different tabs. So in the general chat, we see everything that's been sent to everyone. And in the private chat, only the things that you've received in your private message. And that works the same for the team messages. So I've added these two to a team, and you can see the pop-up for these two persons. And we have some cool UI logic. If you press enter, then it gets the focus. And if we don't have focus anymore, it will automatically collapse, so it just keeps it clean and we can just keep our inputs. And obviously we can collapse this player list like this, so you can just keep it a bit more clean. So now let me tell you how this works and how you can set this up in your own project. Because if you get this project, you will get this specific example map. And the most important things are on the play controller and on the game state. First, let me talk about the game state, because that's the most important one for this system. The game state right here has the game state chat manager advanced. And what does this mean? Well, this means that all the messages that we receive and send back to the players, etc., they are managed by the game state, and we do that on the server side. However, we try to send it back to the clients. And we want to prevent that clients have access to the messages. So how do we send it back? Well, that's what we use the player controller for. So if I click open on this player controller that's included on the system, we have here the player controller chat communicator advanced. And this one basically sends the messages to the game state and also receives it back from the game state if the message was intended for us. And the player controller is client side, so therefore it's very secure. Now back to the game state. What we do have, we also have some additional components, and that's called the player manager and the team manager and the console command manager. What are these systems? Well, a player manager basically keeps a list of what kind of players are currently in this session. And obviously we need that if you want to communicate with other players and want to know, hey, who's joined. But if we want to have teams, then I just want to assign a couple of players in a specific team. The console command manager is basically a system which I also have available for more like an admin system. However, this version of the console command manager, this one processes or parses the commands that we use in the chat bar. And based on what we enter there, then it will process and send registration events. But therefore, I've made a video for the console command manager. So let me show you really quickly how it's done. The play controller, this one, if we open this one, this will try and submit a chat message to the game state chat manager. And this game state chat manager, this one, has another event that's trying to submit and process it. And this one will check, okay, do I need to process a command? If so, try to process the command. If not, try to send a message to all players. Because the command could be like send it to a team, send it to a private message, things like that. And sending a message back to a player, that's being done via specifically via the play controllers. And we are receiving that a message back from on the client, and we update our local chat in the UI. And the player controller is also responsible for initializing a chat UI and also linking input mappings for and enter the focus, things like that. So yeah, now the question will be how to set this up in your own project. Well, this chat system that we use is using the common UI plugin. This one. Because that's very useful for gamepad and things like that. This example map specifically, this one has this specific character, and this character is able to walk around. Obviously, you don't need to use our character. However, if you want, you can just try and use it. But the only thing that you would really need are these components right here on your game state and these components on your play controller. And if you don't want to have a team chat, then well, then you can just remove the team chat and the team manager advanced. But what you do need is the player manager, game state chat manager, and the console command manager if you want to process the commands to players. And that is what a chat manager is. It's really great for multiplayer games. It's really easy to set up. It works well. It's very expandable. So, as always, if you have questions, please feel free to reach out, and I hope you have a great day. Congrats, you have reached the end of this video. And of course, always feel free to reach out, for instance, in the comments below via Discord or mail. And don't forget to check out our website and Discord. I'm happy to talk to you there. Have a nice day. Bye.